better, or I know I can't do better. Like, I like to sometimes bring in somewhat of originality to it.
No, I get you.
So,
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, like
it's like a personal thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that you see all kinds of very different skill sets and people doing the same costume, and that's fine.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the most, Sam, the Bomb. And with me this week is my illustrious cousin, Remy.
I'm so sorry you have to deal with this again.
Marmar's back in town. I know, dude, I know everyone loves my cousin, dude, because he's awesome, and he's the one who got me into anime. And so
which I'm also sorry for.
I apologize for turning you into a weeb. Dude, yeah, here's what happened, right? I told you that we took last week off, right? Because I was dealing with things with Smokey, and then Danny's on vacation this week, and then Nick was out of town this past weekend, or I think it's next week. I don't even fucking remember. Anyways, doesn't matter. But we had to move topics around because of it, right? And then I was like, oh yeah, guys, don't worry, I'll take care of it, this week, because the topic we did have planned, we didn't really prepare for it because Nick didn't really know what we were doing because he was out of town. And then I was like, no, I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. And then I forgot to take care of it. So then what happened this morning was I messaged Mario, said, can you save me again? He was like, yeah, no problem. So here we are. And
no, you're getting rid of all the mysticism to it all. You're supposed to be like, yeah, look, I got this awesome guest who's super hard to get and everything. Now it's just like, yeah, he was the last choice, bottom of the barrel. It's just we didn't have anybody else, so here you go.
Yeah,
garbage.
Then he responded, yeah, all right.
I guess I got nothing else I'm doing.
Dude, here's what's cool about Marmar though is fucking he went hard in the cosplay, right? And I want to bring cosplay spotlights back because we did it once before, 4 or 5 years ago or something, and we haven't done it since. And I just thought this is a perfect opportunity to bring that back, maybe get more cosplayers on. So if you know an awesome cosplayer and and all that stuff, and we can talk about it, to let me know, and then I can ask them if they want to come on and share all their cool photos and stories and con stories and stuff. And so the person, actually, this was really funny, is the first person to bring me to my first con was Mario. So it was, we only went the last day.
It was.
Yeah, but it was really cool. So we just walked around the dealer room. But yeah, that was sick.
Which is half the con anyway. Half of any con is walking around the dealer room.
Right. But yeah, dude. Yeah, so let's just jump into it. Links.animesummit.net. That is where you can find all of the links to join the Discord, where to listen. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, things like that. Dude, for a while, after they changed it to Apple Podcasts, I was saying iTunes still. I'm old.
Right. When you start not having the lingo anymore and not understanding what the crap is that kid saying, which is probably what I would feel like if I went to an anime convention these days, to be quite honest. I don't know, I would see it as oh look, everybody's doing original characters now, when it's actually super popular anime or something like that.
That you haven't seen yet,
yeah.
Or just haven't heard of. Yeah, dude.
But I do appreciate you asking the 131,268th most successful cosplayer to be on the podcast. Because man, no one's gonna know about me. The only thing that I have to offer is that I did it once, and that I can have some kind of respect and critique for the people who actually deserve your recognition and attention for all the great work out there, because there is some seriously good cosplayers out there nowadays. Because man, the technology that people have with 3D printers and just having better materials, and people really upping their game in foam crafting and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
armor.
Oh yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, dude. Kamui cosplay
Yeah, she's great.
Unbelievable, dude. She's crazy.
And she's such a nerd and like such a fun person to be around. It seems like.
I like that she's like she always throws her dog in like all her videos and TikToks. It's so funny, like, and she's always
she knows what brings the people.
Yeah. She's like like she's a nerd like the rest of us, right? So, but I mean that being said, though, I kind of feel like having you on for a cosplay spotlight is important because. You're Yutz is like the rest of us. You're the everyday cosplayer that goes to, you know what I mean? But you're still more than that because of the attention to detail that you've put to your costumes. And I think, if you guys are watching this or listening to this on YouTube right now, the picture of the thumbnail will probably be Mario in some costumes. But
you mean you have to find a good picture and like?
Well, yeah, then
something from when I was
and also for
21,
and also for the Twitter and the Instagram thumbnail. Yes, you will have to.
Sure, I'll find something.
Yeah,
something that. Yeah.
I also did tell Danny a while back when we did our Bell review that you did cosplay King Cosma, and she wants to see that. So
I'm pretty sure I saw a picture of that.
Yeah, the King Cosma. Yeah.
I can't take too much credit for that because I did not really create it at all. So
right.
But I did run around in it, which is always fun. And half of cosplay is just running around and acting like an idiot for a while. Amongst people who will accept that, though, that's the thing. Is that when you get to cosplay at cons and everything, and especially if you're that character that people love and like, you will be adored. You will be a god amongst some of these people, depending on what you dress up as or whatever. And it's kind of a good feeling. I mean, there's a camaraderie that goes along with it, right? Because you guys obviously, the person who enjoys the cosplay also enjoys the show. Hopefully, if they know who that is. And you did it because you thought the character was cool. Because none of us do this stuff just because, well, maybe some people just do it because they want to challenge themselves and try to make the armor or whatever. But a lot of them do it because they love the characters,
Absolutely. It's also about, I think I've created a pretty sweet community in our Discord. And I think that's like half the reason why cons are fun is because community, right? Like you're just out there looking for like-minded people and having fun and whatever. So, really quick, Mario, before we jump into the main bitch,
Sure.
We'll skip listener question of the week. Actually, you know what? I'll make it up right now. What is your favorite mecha design?
Well, I know who my favorite mecha designer is, and this has gone along with my whole love of Macross and everything, which is Shoji Kawamori. He's done, but he's not just done Macross. I mean, he has done stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like for other things, I think Xenogears he did. I'm pretty sure that was him.
Yes, he did.
And then he did Escaflowne, and he did, all the Macrosses, like I said. But I know he's done a lot more stuff, and it's not just that. But he has this very conceptual like idea in his head that he can make and retain. Like, have you ever seen any of his like art books and everything?
Yeah, no, I need to get one.
I
need to get one.
The amount of stuff he goes through just to get to a good design is insane. And actually, one of the things that adores me to him even more is he would build models out of Legos to kind of get like at least a shape or kind of like a feel for a design. Like if you look up Shoji Kawamori and like Legos, you'll find pictures of it, and it's kind of cool. And yeah, just the people who have that conceptual design always blow me away because like it's one of the reasons I don't believe I can draw very well, even though I think drawing is, a skill and you can make that better over time just by doing it. But it's like you had to have an idea of what it's going to look like before you even touch the paper. And it again, we'll put this into cosplay again. People need to know how something is going to form to a body or shape, or how to make a design, or like see something and be like, oh, to make this I need a strip of fabric and I need to get some embroidery on it, or bias tape or whatever. It's just it's a different kind of mind that goes into being creative that way.
I go back and forth a lot between Kawamori and Yoshitsune, because Yoshitsune Izuna did Godguard and did Fooly Cooly and did Die Buster. Yeah, so like
sure.
I just like those unique, like big-eyed, kind of wacky robots, and I like Godguard. The show itself is okay, But like I also do like Junya Shigaki. They've done a lot. They've done some Gundam stuff, but also some other unique stuff. They did. I think they did the design for like the gun cannon 2 or whatever, where it's just got like the one cannon on the right side, and then they did. Oh god, I think they did also some in Xenogears as well. I don't remember. I have to look it up. But yeah, dude.
Who did the design for? Just recently, I had been watching Cannon Buster. Or I bet you.
Oh
the
yeah,
guy who did the comic probably did the design too. I don't know. I haven't never read the comic.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
I gotta watch that.
Oh, I was gonna say, isn't this what this channel's for? Haven't you should have watched this?
No, yeah, we haven't watched it yet. We always forget about the Netflix shit. It's stupid.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure. Or like the Pacific Rim. That was pretty good too. I like that one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I don't know. So whoever did the design for all the Pacific Rim movies needs some credit too. Like those guys.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah, those are pretty good. They're more I don't want to say like down to earth. They're based on like conceptual designs that might actually work, but they're all just kind of they're a giant robo. You know, they're not ostentatious, kind of like how the anime is and everything, which is kind of the point though. Like, you know, it's a samurai. It's like an honorific. It's an armor to show prestige. You know, it's not just a big robot that can beat up stuff. It has that kind of almost intimidation, I would say.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, whoever the mecha designer for Zone of the Enders, that person needs a fucking medal and $1 million.
Yeah. Because he also did all the Metal Gear Solid stuff too. Like it's the same guy, I'm pretty sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, right? Because isn't Zone of the Enders by
Konami,
yeah.
And I think Hideo Kojima.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm pretty sure they did. And again, that's a underrated game and series that I wish they would bring out more, because that I think it to be honest, I think it was just too difficult for a lot of players, and like because it was such a quick twitchy game, you know, like it was hard. You die a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they should imagine that in Unreal Engine 5. Fuck that, dude. Oh my god.
Imagine anything.
Yeah.
My god, like
anything in Unreal Engine 5.
They have blown that out of the park with that. Like and rightfully so, because like if you can have an engine that one is easily accessible to people and easy to use, that just is gonna garner and make a bunch of more games and stuff of that easier to be created.
Hell yeah, dude. Like that Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer is wild to me. So crazy.
If they don't have like Star Wars and like Simpsons properties in that new game, I'm really mad. Disney, use all your properties. You have access to them.
Oh man. All right. Waifu and Husbando. Mario, you pick Waifu and Husbando real quick.
Oh god.
I don't know who you picked last time, but you can't pick them.
I don't know. No, let me just like watch that episode real quick. And it has to be anime, huh? You know, I was watching the new Jurassic Park Dominion. And
yeah.
It was garbage. Don't go watch it. I'm sorry. Like for people, I love me some Jurassic Park, but the writing is atrocious in that movie. But anyways,
yeah.
They had Daniela Panina, whoever played Faye in the live action.
Yeah.
She was on there.
She's very pretty.
She is very pretty.
Yeah.
But she's more than just her looks. Stop bringing her down to just... No, I'm just kidding.
She's fine as wine.
She is. Yeah. So, you know, I think the way that they portrayed Faye as a... like this vixen, that the way she used those wilds to get what she needed and she wanted makes her very... Like, I respect her for that. Not because she had to use it, but she knew how to... And she had no other choice, because when she woke up from being asleep, spoilers, she didn't have anything else. So what was she going to resort to? Made sense. It wasn't there specifically just to be like eye candy. Like, you know, she was using what she had. So let's pick Faye, because, you know, she deserves some credit. for going through all the stuff she did. She's a strong lady. We like that. You know who I'm gonna pick for my husbando? I don't think I picked this one, but Photon from Photon Earth.
I have to rewatch that. It's on Retro Crush. I have to rewatch it.
No. Before you watch that, if you want to do like an anime review of that, if no one's ever seen that, I will in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, you're the first person I'm asking if we do that. Yeah, absolutely.
And you know who showed me that too? It's like back in the day when I used to work at Suncoast Video, I would just pick up animes like as soon as they would come through. I'd get the first look at them, like, yep, buying this, and this was when like these stupid DVDs were like $20 to $30 a pop.
Yeah.
Like I was wasting my whole damn paycheck just to buy these animes, animus, and I remember actually my brother saw this before I did, and he's like, "Oh, you should watch this. It's really funny and everything." And I'm just like, "What? What is this? This looks stupid."
Looks dumb.
And sure enough, like my brother doesn't always recommend stuff, but when he does, like, you best be listening because he's got like some good eye for some good stuff. Like, not just that he knows what I like, but he knows what's really, really good.
Yeah,
But,
absolutely.
so yeah, Photon Earth.
Photon Earth. Yeah, dude. Okay. Now I got Photon on the mind, dude. I remember we started watching it when we were kids, and some inappropriate scene came up, and we were like, maybe I shouldn't show this to you guys. But then I watched it later when I was younger, or when I was older. Sorry, when I was older, and I was like on YouTube or something, and I was like, oh god, this show's fucking funny. Like,
Right.
but no, that's really funny you say that, because like Mario, you also got like a bunch of VHSs, and you would give them to us, and a few of the ones you have given me still have like the wrapper on them with the Suncoast sticker on them.
No way.
$19.99. Yeah, $19.
You need to post that. I want to see that.
I'll go and find them. Yeah, $19.99 for a tape.
Ugh. For a freaking VHS tape.
Yeah.
I got all the Evangelion movies on VHS. That's how like old and stuff those were.
Yeah, I gotta find those because I want that for my collection. Because I have 2 of the black boxes of DVDs. I don't have any of the platinum ones, and then yeah, I
have the platinum on DVD.
God, those are worth so much fucking money.
Oh, I
dude.
know. Like, I almost sold them too when that whole controversy about like redubbing and everything. Which again, I kind of agree there was no reason to redub it, but
no, that was dumb. The dub was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Nerf.
Yeah, dude. Okay, hell yeah, dude. So Mario,
Yep.
what was your first cosplay? And when I say first, I mean like you watched a show or heard of a show or played a game and was like, yeah, I want to do this for a con for real.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so I have an answer for this, but I'm going to go a little bit backwards because if we want to talk about cosplay before cosplay wasn't even a thing, I mean, obviously Halloween was like original cosplay. We just didn't call it that back in the day, right? But when I was like, I think it was like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, maybe even like 3rd grade, I was Super Mario. Like every single thing, Mom would just get me a pair of overalls, and then every time it would be like, "Oh, I got my like Tanuki ears and tail," and or my raccoon ears and tails, or I would get the cape next year when Super Mario World came out, and then after that, I don't remember, but like that was the first cosplay. If we want to be like legit and talk about the first time I actually did that, for sure. But the first time I actually like made a costume for myself and everything was when I did the Thief Artifact armor from Final Fantasy 11, and I like
it's like the blue one, right?
Yeah, it's the blue one with like the kind of brown trim and show the midriff and everything because ladies like some man midriff, don't they? And
they did. I was with Mario when that was around. Yes, they absolutely did.
Yeah. It's actually how I met some of my good friends that I have till today, like friends I've had for like 15 years now. And hey, so it worked that way. But I remember like being in home ec. Do they have home ec anymore? I don't know what's called these days. It's where you learn to sew and cook.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah. They call it like they call it home ec, or I think they've divided it up now, because like. I recently did some graphic work for one of my old English teachers, and he straight up just does like a cooking class now. So like, yeah. But yeah, I think they still have it, home ec.
Yeah, so I remember doing that, and I made my own, like, pajama pants. Like, you just follow the pattern. I'm like, man, this is easy. What? Everybody's having trouble. I'm, like, helping half the girls in, like, the class doing, like, winning points. Like, yeah, look at me, I can sew. You like that?
You're just like, wait a minute. Yeah, like, holy shit.
But I do remember, like, watching my mom sew and everything, and it's one of those things, like, I never felt like it's only a girl's thing, because it was literally just looking at something and thinking it was easy to do, or that I could do it, and I just wanted to do it, or know that I could. And half of, like, doing anything in life, I feel like, is just being a little bit fearless and just to try it, because you'll never fail unless you do, and if you never do, you'll never succeed, right? And that sounded really deep, didn't it?
Some deep shit. Write that down.
Yeah, right. And so when it came to cosplay, I actually had my mom just say, "Hey, how do you do this?" Or what's because my mom had a sewing machine so she could hem pants after either there was a hole in the, like, leg so they can make them the shorts for the summer, or hem the leg bottom because the legs were too long, because she bought pants that were on sale and she was gonna buy a different pair or whatever. But yeah, so I just started looking at pictures and just trying to figure out what other piece of clothing that looked like. So for instance, like, I would see, like, the vest itself. I found a vest pattern and then shortened how long it went down the torso, and then made the inside, like, open more so it wouldn't connect in the middle. And modifying patterns is a big thing, so I was just kind of using them as reference and thinking, like, okay, yeah, that looks like this kind of garment, this looks like a short pattern, this looks like a button-up t-shirt or whatever, you know. And it took me a while. I think I remember doing it and taking, like, 6 months, and it wasn't even a very complicated, like, garment. It was just the top, the bottom. I think I bought some boots from some eBay website. Bought it from eBay.
Some eBay website.
Yeah, they took my credit card and they sent me 14,000 chopsticks. I don't know. And that's half of the thing, because, like, you can't make anything. I wasn't about to figure out how to be like a cobbler and friggin' make my own shoes,
right?
And,
yeah,
you know. But then you'd figure out how to make, like, the like shoe coverings, or the little things that fall over it, you know. And
yeah,
and the things that I didn't do, that I never got a huge hold on even to now, is like doing props. Props are a little harder, you know. You gotta figure out how a structure is made, and then how to make the, like, design around it. Because I literally just bought 2 daggers and spray painted them silver, and, like, oh, look at me, I got these high level daggers, and they were like practice combat daggers, and so they're like rubber, so you could fight with people and try to disarm them or whatever. I wonder if I still have those. I might. I don't know.
Those self-defense, like,
yeah,
practice ones. Yeah,
I'm sure I would have found a way to hurt myself still, but, you know, they were
I
fun.
remember when
But,
I first saw you wearing that costume, and, like, you were really proud of it. You were like, "Dude, look at this. This is my FF11 character." I was like, "Oh, that's sick. That's dope." And yeah, I liked that costume. That was cool.
Oh yeah, and so since it was Mithra, which was like cat people, like, I made ears and tail, and they're just they're fun to have around, but they're just kind of janky. Like, they were not good, but, you know, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
you got to figure out somehow and everything. And I remember going into, because you do competitions, because that's one way, like, you can really get some recognition, and they always had that masquerade at cons every time, where I'm pretty sure they still do. It's just a good way to show off. And of course, if you want to compete, and people like that thrill of competing, and you could just say, "Hey, look at what I did. What do you think?" You know. And I remember telling myself, I knew all the bad things that were on my costume. Don't say them.
Yeah.
They probably won't recognize it. They'll ignore it if you just don't don't bring attention to it. You'll be fine. You'll get graded better or whatever. And it's like, sure enough, like my first competition, I was all worried and everything, and just like, oh, here's my costume. This is what I like. Yeah, but I didn't do this as well, and this is kind of bad, and like I didn't hem this edge or whatever. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Stop talking. Like, just let them look at the
Shut
thing. Up. So yeah, it was it's fun. Like, and it's just again a nice way to like, I don't want to say like get credit for it, but like it's just a little bit a way to get recognition and just put yourself to the test, I guess. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Well, okay. Was that the first? But that wasn't the first con you cosplayed at, though. What was the first con you cosplayed at?
Oh, my first con. Oh, so it would have been shit. It was like 2006.
Yeah, the local con here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one, the one in 2006, I think you took me to as well with Sudi, and my bandmate at the time, Christy, came, and that was really fun.
Yeah. No, it was a blast. Like, and it's a way, and the thing about cons too, I think it was, some people venture into the world to like climb a mountain or like see Europe and everything. And for a lot of nerds and a lot of people who, try to keep themselves and don't like automatically associate with everybody in the world, cons are a great place to, like you said, get like-minded people together and not feel so like weird for just liking your weird activity. You just be who you want to be. And it's a weird thing, because a lot of times, I know when I was younger, it was definitely like I was having trouble finding like a girlfriend, and like, because how do you explain to somebody that you like to dress up as a Catboy and not immediately have them run the other direction? Because but when you're in a place like that, it brings attention,
Yeah.
And you can get you can find somebody with like mind, but it's important that if you do find someone, that you're not that isn't the only thing that's going to keep you together, because if it's the only thing, it's going to fall apart pretty soon, because you can't do cons your whole life. I tell you,
Right,
as fun as they are, you got to live in the real world eventually, and but that doesn't mean you can't. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm getting old. I can't go to cons anymore.
Yeah, they don't have ramp access anymore. My legs.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on though, because I do remember that one. Yes, I do remember it, because I went with you, but and then you know what? I remember because Sudi had a chess tournament that morning or something, and he had to come after or something. I don't remember, but like, anyway, no. Here's what it is, dude. Because I remember the first one I went to was the local one in 2005, and we went on the last day. And the reason you invited us was because like earlier that year you went to California. You went to Fanime. You didn't cosplay at that one?
Oh, no. Oh, maybe. Believe we went to Fanime afterwards. Like,
okay.
I'm pretty sure, because I have pictures. Yes, because I have pictures in the winter of me wearing this costume that barely had enough cover me to like be warm in the summer. So
okay.
it's just
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went to that one first. Maybe it was 2005, and then 2000. Because 2006 is when I think I started going more heavily into like cosplay and like trying to, because like there was one year I did like 6 conventions, because I don't know, it was just such a fun time to be away. Like, you don't have to worry about anything in life. You just could be and enjoy vacation. That was my vacation for a long time. It's just like going to those cons, and it was cool because you could go all across the country to all these different cons, go to the biggest con. And the first con I actually went to was when I was 16, and it was in Baltimore, and it was Otakon.
They still do that one, don't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And me and my brother drove like 23 hours to Baltimore, where we almost got shot at KFC. It was great.
Oh my god.
No, so I say that, and Like, you're in a bad neighborhood when you pull up to the KFC and you go to the window, and the window is made out of bulletproof glass, and they have a little drawer that you push the out so they can take the money, and then they'll put the food out in there and push it out to you when you're done.
Like at a pharmacy drive-through.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Let me tell you, I didn't want to I couldn't get out of there quick enough. Like, I was sinking in my chair, like that car door is gonna block a bullet.
You just weren't used to it. You're just like, what is this? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm a Midwest boy from the suburbs. I don't know what the inner city is like.
Fish out of water.
Right.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you talked about competitions before, right? And
Yeah.
And I know you've entered, some in the local ones we went to, but
yeah.
Did you win any of those? Did you? Because I thought you did a group one with Final Fantasy 11. But I don't remember if you guys. I don't think you guys won that one, right? Did you win one on your own? Didn't you win one on your own at some point?
Yeah. So the first one I did was, or one of the anime detours that we went to was individual, and I still have that statue today. It's like, actually, hold on one second.
He's gonna go run and get it.
Well, I want to read it right. This was 2006. It was at Vana'diel by fans for fans.
By fans for fans.
Best of Division Performance Individual Masquerade 2006.
Oh, nice.
I did a little thing where I went on stage. I mean, I've won a few things here and there, mostly in the novice classes, because they usually break it up into different
like divisions,
classes, like novice,
classes.
journeyman, expert, all the stuff, and just to give like people, so it's not like always the best people winning the things,
Right.
It's,
yeah. Right.
So it's just kind of cool to get that recognition at the beginning, and it kind of boosts you up. You want to do more, you want to do some more stuff. So I did win that, and I think it just kind of proud, because doing stage performances, even walking just on stage and maybe acting like the character for a few seconds and everything it can be a little bit daunting. It's not easy to do. So I give a lot of credit to people who even put themselves out there,
or who are just used
judged.
to it, like
yeah,
like I'm sure it was nerve-wracking. Well, I know,
right.
like you and I both did theater in high school, but it's still nerve-wracking. Like, just
right.
because we were able to do it doesn't mean it's not nerve-wracking each time.
Right, you just kind of got to build yourself up, and then know once you get that first step on the stage, there's no turning back.
Yes, I was a theater emo, you fucking listeners. I've said that before. Shut up. I listened to Slipknot and Evanescence and My Chem while working backstage. Shut up, all right?
I did win at the time when I was dating someone. I did win a few competitions with them, and a lot of credit goes to that person just because they were pretty amazing with their cosplaying and the stuff that they did. But we doing skits together and as a group and everything was always, I think, a lot more fun, because just being out there by yourself, everything rides on you. Oh man. But if we won that competition that year at Anime Expo, and we actually won a computer, because they were looking specifically for the best Final Fantasy 11 cosplayers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So he won treasure. What was it? Ruins of Atragon, computer, and it's basically just a normal computer with a sticker slapped on the side of both the sides, and it was nice. Don't get me wrong, but you can get some recognition and win some prizes if there's a big thing. Like, you want to talk about people who do some crazy stuff with those BlizzCon people. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, they are impressive, especially whenever they do like Reinhardt or the StarCraft Marines or stuff like that.
Or I've seen some crazy Lich King stuff, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, I love
for sure.
I don't remember the fucking guy's name, but the he's a night elf and he turns to the bad side, and he's got a blindfold on.
Yep.
And he gets horns.
Illithith, whatever the heck his name is.
Yeah.
It's something elvish sounding.
I saw a person do that, and that was crazy. Like he came straight out of the game, like just nuts. And like he used like that really awesome like body powder paint that like stayed on all, so
it's
purple,
that latex powder paint or whatever it is.
Yeah,
the stuff they used in Avatar. No, I'm just kidding. That was CG. That's not cosplay.
But pretty much the stuff they use in Hollywood, and fucking crazy. So let me ask you this: what's out of all the cosplays you've done, what's your favorite one that you've done?
Okay, so if you want to know what my favorite cosplay I've done is, I bought an inflatable dinosaur costume and ran around work for Halloween. And that might sound stupid, but the reason is because I met my wife in it, and she also did not run away when she first saw me. And I find it really funny that like I was doing it and I'm like, hey, it's me. And I had only known her for like 3 days. And she's like, oh God, it's so cool. Like she was really just happy to see me. And I think it's also because she knew like I was really to be stupid and have fun. So my Jurassic Park cosplay, that's my favorite cosplay.
Hold on. Let me stop you for a minute. Okay. No, hold on a second. Okay, first of all, shout out to Miss Moraine, shout out to Miss Remy, okay? But because she's bae, I love her. Let me tell you something, though. Let me ask you something. You've told me this story a few times. You did not tell me that that's what you were wearing the first time you met.
No, not the first time we met. It's just, it was like 3 days after, like the first time we met was the 28th of October, and then like 3 days later was the 31st when we did like the Halloween
okay. I was like, wait a minute. I was like...
I don't remember if that was, nope, because November 1st was when our first date was. So the next day was when we were going to have like coffee at a coffee shop. And I was just like, well, she's still here. So I'm doing something right.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer.
Again, if you can find someone who is okay with you being a little weird, like that's what you need in life. No one to judge you or to think that something's wrong with your taste and something like that. I mean, unless you're like a sicko, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
But it's just a wonderful thing when people can just revel in the absurdity sometimes. And it definitely, it's not really cosplay. I joke, but it's definitely one of my happiest times I've ever been in costume. And
no, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
That's a 10 out of 10 answer. Shout out to Miss Remy. She's amazing. She's so perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, she's great. Which is great because, like you said earlier, right? Like, because you're both kind of nerdy and you're both fucking goofy as fuck. But like, she's not goofy like you are. She's goofy like she is. So it's her own kind of goofy, and I think you yin her yang, or she yangs her your yin. You know what I mean?
Like yin her yang.
Here we go. This is what happens when you put two horny people on a podcast. Shout out to horny.
There's no off switch.
No. Me and Mario are Mexican. There's no,
right.
We're hot.
And I'm more Mexican than you. What do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The thing that sucks is that we're both light-skinned Mexicans.
Right. Well, you're darker than I am.
Yeah, because I got tropical. I got tropical Asian.
Right. I am the Mexican undercover because no one would know that I'm Hispanic unless I told them.
Mexican undercover.
Literally, my new neighbor, like, said hi and everything, and we were just talking. And I told him, like, the conversation came up, and I'm like, yeah, I'm Hispanic and everything, and he's like, what? And he's like, "Se habla español?" I'm like, not really, but I can understand it well enough. So if you speak to me, I'll get what you're throwing down, and which is also if I can bring back to cosplay just for a second here.
No, yeah, please go. Yeah,
we're good, yeah, because we get off in tangents. No. No. cosplay is one of those wonderful things that I think is super accepting of whoever does whatever, like it doesn't matter what race, color, skin, whatever. I've seen cosplay and all that stuff. Like actually, when I was at Vegas one time for a Final Fantasy 14 convention, there was a guy who dressed up as one of the female characters, and this man tricked me, and he did a great job. Like it was like, and he spoke. I'm like, "You're a dude, excellent. You did a good job." Like, and he was really nice, and
dude, some men and mask people just kill it at makeup. Like they just are so fucking good at it. But yeah, dude, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Cosplay doesn't have it. Anyone can do it. It's just for fun. People dress up their dogs, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? It's just like,
that's abuse. No, I'm just kidding.
Please don't dress up your dachshund as a hot dog, okay? That's offensive. All right?
Is it offensive to dogs or hot dogs?
Oh.
You know what my wife said the other day? Sorry, because now I make fun of her for this a little bit. She's like, usually when you say I dare you, I double dog dare you.
Yeah,
She said, I hot dog dare you. And I'm like, excuse what? And I couldn't be mad. It was glorious. It was hilarious. So yeah, if you ever see her, just say it to her. She'll love you for it.
Oh shit! God damn it. That's so good. Dude, yeah, one time I called Sudi a name in our Discord, and she misread it, and she was like, "Did you just call Sudi a Pop-Tart bitch?" And I was like, "No,
I was that now."
Yeah, I was telling him that I was gonna pop off, bitch. Like I'm gonna pop off on him. And she was like, "Oh, I thought you called him I misread it. I thought you said Pop-Tart bitch." So now we say that to each other. We're like, "What are you talking about, you Pop-Tart bitch?"
Pop-Tart bitch.
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah. God, it's fucking funny. I hot dog dare you. Okay,
hot dog dare you.
Hot
dog double dare you.
So if I gave you $1 million, what would be your dream? What would you do? Like you had like $1 million to make whatever cosplay you wanted, and it's your dream cosplay. What would you do? And you don't have to use all of it. You can, you know what I mean? Just unlimited budget, let's say.
Huh. For some reason, if you've ever seen some of the little kids that do the Transformers, where they'll basically sit down and
oh yeah,
they'll transform into the plane, or
they'll lay down or crouch over,
or Starscream, and that's kind of cool. But if you could make a fully transformable something, I mean, I know $1 million probably isn't not a lot, but that would be really cool. I like very much robotic things, and one of the things that I for the longest time, I always thought that doing a Jehuti cosplay from Zone of Enders, bringing that back around.
Oh, God.
That would be cool. Somebody actually did it, and it was amazing. So it's one of those things and this maybe is a little, I don't know if I would say vain of me, but I don't like to do cosplays that I've seen people do better. I know I can't do better. I like to sometimes bring in somewhat of originality to it.
No, I get you. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
it's a personal thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that you see all kinds of very different skill sets and people doing the same costume, and that's fine. It's just me personally. That's why it's almost a lot more fun to do your own personal characters from MMOs or things that you create or what have you. And as I am finally a little shout out to myself here, finally finishing my book, and it's done, it's edited, I'm waiting for a cover art, and after that's done, I can publish it and we're good to go. But if I ever saw someone cosplay somebody from my book, I would just lose.
You've made it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the top of the mountain right there.
Which we will talk about in another podcast when that book comes out, by the way.
Oh, I would love nothing more.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I really want to do that. So after I read it, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to read it, because then you'd be like, "What's this book about?"
Yeah, so chapter 1.
Read the book. Yeah, just read the whole book over the podcast.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So would you do a mecha thing? Would you absolutely do a mecha thing?
Oh my gosh, I would do. I'm still working on some Halo armor, because that's one of my first loves too. Like,
yeah.
but to get like
Spartan.
Mark
But what's cool now though, Marmar, is like you know, some of those newer Halo games you can like custom. They have different helmets and shit, so you could do your own kind of
character, basically, more or less, yeah.
And you can also give your character the dumpy.
The big old frumpy dumpy.
Yeah, dude.
Just like, this is a tactical cushioning in case I fall backwards.
It's from the inertia when I'm on the ship.
When I'm on the ship. Sometimes that hyperspace jump hits you really hard, and you just gotta be ready for it.
So, dude, let me ask you this: who's your do you have a favorite cosplayer that you follow right now?
Oh, you know, when I still had Instagram, I was following a lot. Like, I have to get rid of like all my social media, which is not true anymore, because if I start promoting my book more, I'm gonna start interacting with people, which I would love. And don't get me wrong, but I used to just endlessly scroll through stuff, and I had a bunch of people on Instagram, and Kamui cosplay was always a good one. But there were some other girls that I can't remember their names, so I can't give you
it's okay.
Good like names, but like it's not hard to find like excellent cosplayers these days. And I'm not saying like they're diamond, really doesn't, but it just, we've reached such a high level of, you know, usually you would see these really good costumes and everything only like in movies or play like theater and stuff like that. But now it's almost like how the internet brought knowledge to everybody. It has also given people the ability to do all these things that seemed almost impossible, or connect people or get products to people when you normally couldn't, you know. And it's just wonderful to see what people are going to produce next. And there's never a shortage, never like a time where you will not see something incredible. And people are always pushing that envelope too. So here's gonna be my lame answer, but it's just like, my favorite cosplayer is anybody that takes the time to actually put themselves out there to make these costumes, because all these people are the real champs and everything, because they create rather than destroy or take away. You know, it's just one of those things. They're adding rather than taking away. Yeah, so all you people, you're my favorite.
Hell yeah, dude. I couldn't tell you the name of one either. I know I follow a lot of sexy ones, you know, the ones who do like the sexy time. And then
what is this sexy time?
Kamui cosplay, obviously, you know, because like she's really cool. But no, I couldn't fucking tell you. Actually, you know what? I changed my answer. My favorite is Marmar.
Oh, you are a effing liar.
Nah, dude, Mario sucks. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm the worst. Like I said, you brought me, like, I'm only here to be the like bottom of the barrel, so everybody else you can talk to will be way better than me. I promise you. I mean, but it's the passion, you know, right? It's the passion to stay creative, you know, as long as it guides you somewhere. You know, here, I'll ask you this question: what do you think about these sexy cosplayers and the ones that may or may not do OnlyFans or kind of sell themselves that way? I mean, what do you think about that?
Oh, I think they're great. I mean, I think they're awesome. You know what I mean? And that's like, I follow one right now where she doesn't do cosplay that much on her OF, but when she does, a lot of people like it. You know, so it's just like, I think that's what's really funny about OF is like, people will criticize it for being like this really gross thing or something, but it's like, is that really what you're mad at? Or are you mad that girl just made like $10,000 in 1 week? Right. You know what I mean? Like,
don't hate the player, hate the game kind of thing. Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing about OF too, is a lot of people don't realize that's not how it started. It started as like, for people to do anything. Like, you could teach, like, there are people who would teach classes on there, and they're still on there. It's just dominated by the adult workers now, the adult stuff now, because they became popular on there, because, you know, whatever, their guidelines say whatever. But no, I think which is funny, because people do it on Patreon too, right? Like, there's like, here's my photo set on Patreon. But now, because of Patreon and OF now, right, now there's tons of other websites that you can sell your photo sets on. There's ones where it's just cosplayers, and you can sell your photo sets on there or videos or whatever the hell it is. And they're like porn sites, but not really, because a lot of the photo sets are like they're not even naked. You know what I mean? They're just fully, but it's like a photo set of like, if you admire this person and you want a photo set of their costume that you really like, then you can just go buy it for like $10, $15.
Sure.
So it's like 10 photos. But yeah, no, I think it's great. I mean, more power to the worker is what I always say, but like,
right. So as long as they're in control, it's not like no one's telling them or making them do this stuff. Yeah. Heck yeah. Do your thing and just be safe about it. Like, don't trust people on the internet.
Yeah. And I don't think it's any secret that Trisha does OF, or she did. She doesn't anymore just because she got bored of it. She was like,
super fan. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I could never, just because I respect you all, and I don't want to be thinking about that when I see you. But yeah.
One person legit messaged her and was like, "Can you send me your socks and I'll give you $50?" And she never did.
Wow.
I was like, dude, just send them
$50.
I was
like,
look,
socks.
I was like,
I'll buy you some new socks.
I'll smell your socks right now. Oh god. Nah, she doesn't really do it anymore. Not because she doesn't want to, but just because she's like, I've just been so lazy lately.
It takes work.
Yeah, you got to like do it like all the time. You
got to be consistent. It's like Twitch and all that other stuff. You just got to be consistent.
Right. Which y'all should follow Mario on Twitch, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I would love any patronage, which I'm gotta practice what I preach here, but I am trying to get back into a regular schedule. But if you ever want to follow me over on Twitch, it's Mr. Moraine, spelled out Mr. Mister. My last name Moraine, Moraine, Mr. Moraine. Twitch, was it? Yeah, you'll find me. You kids, what
I'll
you're
link
doing.
I'll link it in the damn description. You know what's really funny is like when your wife hops on there, and her name on Twitch is Miss Moraine, and it's like, oh, dude, that's like how you know.
Cute, yeah. Which I'm surprised she didn't. She was using another name, which was way cuter, but she decided to. I was about to say it, but I'm like, I better not say it. People are gonna start finding her. But I appreciated that she did that, and she's my moderator, so it's not that I've ever had the reason to moderate anybody. It's usually just people I know.
Right. Nah, dude, you should go follow it right now. And it was cool too because like the last stream you did, you built the Horizon Zero Dawn
tall neck. Yeah,
yes.
That's my cosplay. I want to make a tall neck cosplay. Just walk around all fours of this giant neck that I can't even like barely hold.
Would you have someone be the back legs, or would you just put it on like on some wire?
I just want to be on some wires, so it's like really weird and like janky and just kind of swinging everywhere, hitting people as I'm walking by.
I don't need someone's ass in my face for the 5 hours at this con.
Right.
Like, oh, fuck that.
I'm a gassy man. You don't want to be there.
Oh man,
yeah.
Dude. So
I hope to do more of that Lego. Like one of my best streams was putting together that darn Lego, and I was just very surprised because everybody was there just chatting up, being silly, me just watching me put together Legos, but I was talking with them, and it was great. I actually do love it. So if anything, I want to do more build streams, and I actually got the Optimus Prime transformable Lego that I need to put together, which I think is gonna be sweet.
That's literally what I was gonna ask next. Are you gonna build that next?
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, dude, so are you gonna build that next?
Yeah, I should, and I will.
Let me ask you this. So because you're not really going to cons and cosplaying that much anymore, right?
No, and I might go if they have another Final Fantasy 14 one. I might go there and cosplay because I'm still a big player in that. So, and
obviously the pandemic like ruined a lot of stuff. Like it. Yeah. So
right. I can't imagine what these people who still wanted to go through this stuff had to go through because it wasn't even on my radar anymore. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's that. Like, I think during the lockdown, when all those cons got canceled and everything got canceled, right? It fell off a lot of people's radar, and they're just like, oh well, and then just never went back,
And maybe not such a bad thing. Maybe people found, I don't want to say better times better usage of their time, but I don't know.
Also,
Cons are a
just-
lot of money, man.
They are. They can't, especially if you go out of state. It's like, yeah, which people there are cosplayers out there who do go out of state all the time. They're just like, oh, it's con season.
Yeah, right.
I gotta save these next 2 paychecks because I'm going, across the country or whatever. Because people obviously like there's Expo, right, and that's in California.
Yeah.
And there's people from all over, even Canada, going there. And it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
And then there's ASIN, right? ASIN and Expo are like the biggest ones, right?
Oh,
so it's
man. Anime Central. Yeah, we went to that a few times.
Yeah.
Because it was the biggest one that was close to us. I mean, Chicago was... Yeah, I remember going there. But they have a lot of conventions over at that Hyatt hotel that's next to the convention, too. It's just a good central location.
Yep. I got a crazy con story, I'll tell you.
Oh.
And this is okay. This is okay because it's not going to reveal my location.
Do we need to go to OnlyFans to talk about
We need to go to OnlyFans. No, I'll leave that. I'll leave the saucy stuff out. But so Mario took us to Anime Iowa because it was, so it was, that was a big one. That was a big con. And that was the first time me and Sudi went to an out-of-state con because Mario had done them before, but Mario wanted to take us to this one. And we went as Organization 13 people from Kingdom Hearts, and that was before people knew all the members because I don't even think KH2 was out yet.
Yeah, something like that. But that was killer, man. I do enjoy that.
We stayed up all night, and my mom helped, and we ordered pizza, and we had to leave the next morning. It was crazy. Yeah. But shout out to my moms. But so here's my crazy con story. Is I was dating this girl, and we started kind of dating over the phone. We never even hung out. I had seen her at a local rock place, venue, by her house, one time. And she broke up with me over a text the second day of the con. And I went to the con suite with my sketchbook and just was drawing in there, chilling, because I didn't want to walk around. I was just depressed. And some people talked to me, some people sat around and they were we just started talking, and this I connected really hard with this one guy who was cosplaying. I think it was Sanji from One Piece, which I started reading, by the way. I'm up almost 500 chapters in. Holy shit. Yeah, dude. And so I was feeling really shitty, right? And I went back to his room and made out with him for
Do I know this story? This feels very not
Yeah,
you were under my protection and I let you do lewd things. Your mother trusted me. Now I feel betrayed.
I don't remember where you were at the time. You know what? Sudi was in the game room about to wreck everyone in Smash, and I think you were doing some Final Fantasy 11 shit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. He was really cute. But that con was huge though. That hotel was just huge. And I lost all the fucking pictures, man. I think it's on some old digital camera somewhere. I gotta see if I can find them.
The Kingdom Heart where we were on the train tracks and everything?
No, not those, but just that I took of other people. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because I know you have those.
Some.
Yeah. But I remember we ate at Perkins after that, and there was this guy there, and he had tomatoes on his burger, and he ate 3/4 of it, and then discovered there were tomatoes on it, and then was like, I can't eat it anymore, it's got tomatoes. I said no tomato. And it's well, dude, you ate 3/4 of it already.
By the way, I'm looking through these pictures right now because I have them in a folder of us, and Sudi even had the Kingdom Hearts
the Keyblade. Yeah, the Keyblade, yeah.
But there's a picture of you pointing at a sign that says, for your safety, this area is a no glomping zone.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Glomping.
Yeah. That was a thing.
Dude. Yeah, because the elevators got fucked up, right? Like everyone was just using the elevators all the time.
Didn't they need
So-
like an attendant too, like to like, okay, only let these people going on. What floor are you
Yeah,
going on? They were like,
because the hotel staff was like, you guys are gonna break our elevators. So like they had some of the con staff sit in front of the elevators to like let a certain number of people on. So we took the stairs often, and there were signs on the stairs that were like, yeah, don't glomp here. Like you're gonna glomp someone and fall down the stairs, and it's gonna be really bad.
right.
But yeah,
You may
that was
laugh
funny.
a little bit, but you know,
No,
Don't
for
do
real,
it.
yeah. Don't glomp. Actually, just maybe just don't glomp people in general. Just like
not without their
unle-
consent.
yeah, unless you know them. Like I would glomp Mario, obviously. Yeah.
Anytime, free permission. You have carte blanche on glomping me.
Right, and I would glomp Trisha, because
Yeah.
that will lead to something else later, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, dude, Mario, I'm glad you came on, and you know what? If anything, I know that you don't give yourself a lot of credit. You're just like, oh, I'm just some guy, whatever. But like, you are helping me revive the Cosplay Spotlight series on my podcast, and that is exactly what I needed. I'm done with you. I'm done using you. Get out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
See ya.
But no, like, I wanted to bring this back for a while, right? And
Sure.
now people will see that it's on here, and maybe I can connect with other cosplayers, and it'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll be
I'm
a good
sure
time.
people would love to do it. I know. As a cosplayer and a bit of a narcissist, we like to talk about ourselves. No,
Yeah.
no, it's sometimes it's good to help people because there's like really good people out there, or they're just starting, and how will people know unless they just kind of drive traffic to, or get out there and say, hey, find me on Instagram or at this or whatever, and but people, it's all about that like community and connecting with people, right? Just gotta get out there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm glad I can help with that too. If I can help start it, I'm more than happy to help.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I was gonna make a how you coming on that novel joke, but I just remembered you
Can't
just
say
said you
nothing no more.
Yeah, you just said you were done with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'm not really big on cosplay myself personally, but I just love seeing. I've always loved watching you do it, obviously, but like, yeah, like what you said earlier, like some people just go crazy now with like all these really great costumes. And if you were to ask me what my favorite costume you ever done was when one time we went to our local con here, and Trisha actually went as Poison from Final Fight Street Fighter. She went as like a player 2 Poison.
Yeah.
And you walked around as King Cosmo for a little bit, only for a little bit though, because it was really hot, obviously.
Yeah, like because technically it's a fursuit,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Cosmo's a furry, whatever. Get over it.
yeah. He's a bun. He's a bunny face.
But it traps all the heat. That fur does not breathe, man.
No,
You die. Like I even tried to build like a cooling suit at one point. I'm like, no, I can't do this. I'm done. Get your pictures, people, because I'm leaving.
Yeah. And people loved it, and
Yeah.
that's my favorite one you've done, just because I love. Well, first of all, I love Mamoru Hosoda films so much, but Summer
Right.
Wars is like one of the top ones I love, and I just loved that movie. Like I love Belle, obviously. Like Belle is one of my favorites now too.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I saw it in theaters, and it was I was really surprised by it. Like after what was the one he did before? I didn't.
Mirai, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah. We did a review of it, and I think all three of us were kind of like, like
It's hard because like I'm sorry, but he basically started at the top with Summer Wars, and then after that, just like how do you make one as good as that one? I mean, Wolf Children is one of those films that me and my wife will watch when we just want to feel like shit, and like because it's like it just not like feel bad about ourselves, but it just destroys you every time we watch it. It just like
she hadn't seen that until you showed it to her, right?
correct.
Okay, so did she like blubber ugly cry?
Oh yeah. There were
Oh,
ugly tears and everything because one of the things, as I think with a lot of people, is that fear of losing someone else and having to do it all by yourself. Like, and I think because of just kind of her past and some of the things that she went through, that kind of stuck with her, and seeing it just kind of, these things, these movies, we emote through them, and it kind of brought a lot of stuff in there. I'm like, I felt bad too. Like, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 months into dating, and I showed her Summer Wars. Like, well, if you like Summer Wars, he did this one too. And it's like, oh, cool, wolf people, and yeah, it doesn't play out as well. I mean, it has a good ending and everything, but there's some very, very sad parts in the middle.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I love Wolf Children, man. Yeah, dude. That's my favorite costume. And I was telling Danny about it when we did our Belle review. And Danny's like, "Oh, I want to see that."
I gotta find it. Yeah.
I won't post it as our thumbnail, but I want to show Danny. Yeah.
Like, again, I can't take credit for that one. It's was not my construction, but I did wear it happily, and I was very thankful for it. So.
Okay. Yeah. Any photos you want me to use? I'll let you choose those.
Good,
obviously.
Yeah, I'll get some good ones for you.
Okay. Yeah, dude. So if you want to follow Mario, though, you should follow him on Twitch. Obviously, Mr. Moraine on Twitch,
and also Mr. Moraine on YouTube, Twitter. Although I've never posted anything on Twitter, and Twitch. Yeah, so those 3.
Hell yeah! You gotta get a link tree. You gotta get a link tree, man.
What's
link
a
tree?
Link tree?
It's just like a website, and it's got a bunch of buttons on it, and they all link to the different things you have.
This is a thing?
Yeah, it's like what earlier when I was like, oh yeah, go to links.animesummit.net. That's our link tree.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta get a link tree, man.
Technology's hard. I have to pay for this? I don't want to pay for this.
No, you don't have to pay for it. It should be free.
Oh, there's free. Unlimited links and a customizable link tree to connect your community to everything you are.
He's looking it up right now.
I am looking it up right now. That's the beauty of the internet, man.
Okay, so let me tell y'all this. If you want to hear more Marmar on the Anime Summit podcast, I already got a few ideas. We're going to review Photon. We're going to talk about Mario's book later. And then probably something else Evangelion related, because that's me and Mario's favorite fucking thing.
Right.
And then, you know what, dude? Let's go watch all the Shin movies by Anno. Shin Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, and Shin Kamen Rider. Let's go watch all of them.
I'm game. Absolutely.
Dude, like the trailer for Shin Kamen Rider got me hype as fuck. I was like, oh my god, this looks so sick. Because first of all, I love Ultraman and Kamen Rider. Okay, I grew up watching them. And to see Anno do them, which are like parts of his inspiration for Eva, like that must be his dream. Like he's just like, I finally get to work on these things that inspired me when I was a kid. It's crazy to me. That's awesome.
Yeah, I want to see Ultraman. He did Ultraman too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Shin Ultraman, yeah. Shin Gojira, Shin Ultraman, and Shin Kamen Rider, yeah. It's like, you can like just tell from the trailers it's got that Anno not environment, but atmosphere. Sure. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh god, I'm so excited. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talk about maybe we're gonna talk about butts. You don't know. We're gonna do a whole podcast on butts.
Butts, and the only word we can use butts, and we have to say it in a different way to inflect what we're trying to actually say. Butts.
Okay, like how many words for butts can you think of? Like, okay, there's booty. Besides ass, right? Besides ass and butts, there's
back
booty, bongos, derriere.
Have you seen? This has nothing to do with the cosplay, but have you seen the new Chippendales movie?
Oh no, not yet. I heard it's like really funny. I heard it's super funny.
There is one part. I hope no one spoiled anything for you, but there is one part I had to pause the movie because I just lost my shit on it, and I'm just like, I would even watch it again just to be with you, so you could see your reaction. Like it's great. It's super great.
Yeah, dude, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch because I totally forgot that was out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have to watch the new Animaniacs because they're doing a second season of the new one.
It's already out. That one.
Oh, it's already out. Was it good?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It feels like it never left. Like that's the beauty of it. Like the fact that it doesn't feel different than what it was before. Like and I love it.
Yeah, Animaniacs is gold, man. If you've never seen Animaniacs,
Animaniacs.
it's the whole show is on Hulu, and then the new ones are on Hulu, so it's like it's all there. But yeah, dude, if you want to hear more Marmar, let me know, and we'll get more Marmar. That's just how it works. You just tell me what you want, and I'll make a podcast of it because I love doing this, and I love you guys. I've always loved you guys. Thanks for listening every week. I love you. I love you just the way you are, and I always will. If you want to hear more Marmar, you can go follow him on Mr. Moraine on Twitch, and then also on Twitter. And then just tell me if you want to hear more Marmar on the Anime Summit podcast. I'm gonna get more Marmar in here. I'm thinking that it's been a while now. I might release that Patreon exclusive one publicly that we did. It was like a right away reaction of the final Ava movie.
Oh,
because like we recorded that like a day after we watched it, or 2 days after we watched it. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
And you know what? I still feel the same. I don't feel any different.
Yeah.
Like everything I said on that is still true. Like absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more than game for it. So, but I always love doing this, and happy to be a part of it. And I always thank you for having me on.
Yeah. So that being said, that's been Marmar. I've been Sam, and this has been the Anime Summit podcast.
Peace.